Hello everyone, welcome back to Broden Plays Unreal World. It has been some time. I took a hiatus, mainly because I was moving, and I got a dog, and I got a new car, everything, I got a new mic, so everything is looking up on this end, but it definitely made it so my YouTube life had to kind of go away for a minute, which in the end is an okay thing, because as some other people have said, this is just playing video games, whereas real life always comes first. So, I have forgotten shelter in the woods. They want us to build a shelter. That's great, because we already have, but I guess it doesn't count this shelter. A lot has changed since you guys have joined me. So, let me take you on a tour here. We have a rotting carcass of a cow right here because we slipped in the rapids. But over here on this island, we have a legit cow just sitting here and chilling for a minute. Now he's there. Oh, that's the rotting carcass for the cow. This must be a fish. Let's take a look. Decaying lynx. The lynx must have tried to get my my cows. We also have, I believe these are fishing nets. Yes, these are nets. So we have a couple nets here that we laid. So let's actually get them. So retrieve a net, then repeat. Okay, there were no fish in either net, probably because I'm pretty sure we just put them there. So set a net. Oh, that's a fishing rod. But you're not setting a net though. So please stop. Set a net. Oops, repeat. Net this way. And let me show you a little bit about what we have going on here. So I built this shelter. This little tiny camp out area. Let's close the doors. So if we take a look at what's below us, we have 9 smoked perches that are being prepared. And right here we have a fireplace. Burnt out fire is in there right now. No, I don't want to step into the water. However, close that door. When it comes to cooking fish, it doesn't matter if they're burnt out or if the fire's burnt out, as long as it was lit when you first placed the fish. I have learned that. So right here, there are 14 arrows in a short bow. We have blueberries, but it's going to be harvested in several months. Same here. And right here, we actually have, I'll push G for get. We have lots of food. So we have roaches, burbots, perch, salmon, beams, trouts, and roasted perches. Fat 22 pounds of burbots and 9 roaches. We might actually use that. We have 5 cords, so let's actually get some smoking done with those too. Here we have a club, some fur wool, a wooden mug, a loop snare, a wooden shovel, 9 wooden stakes, and a punt for the boat, of course. On my inventory, I have a fine northern knife and a fine hand axe. We have other tools, they're just lying about. We have some fine leather stuff, some fine stuff here. We got these from a town. I was trading them some fishies. The reason why I didn't show all of that is because I noticed that it would have gotten boring for you to see like all of this building and stuff, which maybe not. Maybe I should have showed you a little bit of it, and in the future I probably will. But if you can excuse me for a moment, the reason why I did that is because it took how many in-game days? Like a whole year, maybe not a whole year, like 3 or 4 months in-game to actually build this, which was really annoying. Alright, so with everything that's going on here, is this where our tools are? That's where our club is. Where are the rest of our tools? Maybe I don't have the rest of our tools because we sold them for cows. That's right. Okay. Okay, but we can get other tools later. Hello, doggo. I'm recording right now. You have to... Come on, sit. Sit, doggo. Alright, if he makes noises, I apologize. So, what we're going to do is we're going to actually get the perches and the burbots, but let's see if we have enough to make a fire, which right now we don't, so let's go ahead and grab some of these. We'll grab 10 branches, and slender tree trunks, we will grab 1. And done. And he's walking just fine. Perfect. Right here, we'll go ahead and grab 8 burbots and then 9 roaches. Bring them into here. And then build a fire. Place some firewood there, that's right. So drop. Where's the firewood? Oh, it's down here. 10 branches. Slender tree trunk, space. And then I have forgotten how to move something. So we're going to have to take a look at the controls once more. It won't take nearly as long as it used to. Push, P. Okay. So P. Branches, tree trunk, space. So they have been pushed, so let's start a fire. To the left. I did not succeed. Let's try it again. Doesn't seem like I succeeded again. There we go. We managed to make a fire. Let's close the door. And let's go to our skills. As you can see, my skills are quite awesome. Some of them suck. Some of them aren't even... Agriculture isn't even there at all. Nor is swimming. So let's try not to do that. Shield is not good. Knife and club aren't good. But axe is really great. Spear is pretty adequate. And bow is just amazing. So we're going to go ahead and use cooking. And we're going to smoke 8 burbots with a cord. You leave 8 smoked burbots to cook and prepare. This process should be complete after 16 days. So it takes a long time. We're going to repeat the process with the roaches. And there we go. Now those 2 things will be done in 16 days. With that, we actually will go ahead and eat tasty roasted trout. And now I don't have anything else to eat, but it's very tasty. Perfect. We'll close the door here. Probably not necessary, but I like to do it because of OCD. And we'll be off on our way here. These are all dead fish, which I heard can be used in certain situations. I can't remember what though, but we'll take a look at that a bit later. I do like that in the top it shows my settlement or your settlement, and it looks like, you know, a pretty crude settlement, which is quite accurate. I enjoy that. So with where we are now, trapping is not necessarily the #1 thing to be doing. Fishing is going real well. As you can see here, we have lots of stuff. In fact, we'll probably take out another roasted perch. So this is a cellar. The reason why the cellar is there is to keep things from spoiling. We'll go ahead and quaff as well. And they keep things good. I have heard that they keep things good beyond their expiration date if they just sit in the cellar. And then once you pick them up, then they'll expire pretty quickly, which is why I keep them in there until I'm ready to smoke them or eat them. I don't want to carry around too much food that will spoil in just a minute or 2. So, with that, oh yes, I want to show you guys another thing that I did. If it's on the same file, I can't remember. So we'll have our boat here now. If I remember correctly, no, we can go without our boat. That's fine. Oh, is this already grown? No, it just says ground. That looks like a grown bush. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, let's zoom out now that we're away from the water. Come over here. And yeah, we would need the boat again to cross this small river too. That's a better way of going about this. It's, I have forgotten where I've landed. See if it's over here. Oh. I might as well, in the zoomed in area, just find it. This is going to be right here on the shore anyway. Won't be too long to do so. No. Actually, it's taken a little longer than I wanted it to. So with that, let's zoom out. I think it's right here maybe? This seems a little bit more right. Sorry, I didn't get my bearings with me when I first went into this venture. That's my bad. Yep, there it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and sail across the sea. And now that I have seen how this river goes, I didn't use this route at all in my last playthrough, but I should have, because this river connects to a lake, kind of, and then the lake goes back into another river. And this is the river that on the opposite end of it has settlements. Let's zoom back into the river. Go ahead and, what was that? A grouse, alright. Some birds up in this joint. We'll probably set something up for that later. Zoom out. Now we have that's a stone. Same thing there. Our settlements. There's a settlement right here. Cool. Entering the settled area. It's Dracilius village. Cool, cool. Leave now, or we will be forced, or we will have to force you to leave. Yeah, that was a. That was another thing I wanted to talk to you. Oh, talk to you guys about. We are now enemies of a few different settlements here. Hopefully not all of them. We will see though. There is a settlement that I wanted you guys to see for sure though, and there's a reason for it. Oh hey, cows. Okay, these guys don't hate me. Let's talk. Converse. Oh yeah, that's how it goes. Greet. What up, dog? Who are you? He's Alvy. How is it going? I'm Broden Plays. What up? It's good to know you. You're damn right it is. It's good to know you too. Let's trade items if we can. You don't have anything to trade. Okay. So, in this particular village, if I remember right, there are a lot of food goods. 30 salted stag cuts. That's awesome. There's 2 splitting axes, a masterwork sickle, and a pot, a fine round shield, and a sickle. That's kind of interesting stuff right there. The shield might be good stuff. There's a shovel, a squirrel fur, a fine round shield, and a hunting bow, 17 smoked pike perches, salmon and arrows, and then we have a paddle and a short sword. I'm just taking inventory right now. With us taking inventory, if you see something that would be really, really, really beneficial for me to have, please let me know in the comments down below, and we'll see if we can grab it in the next episode. I'm going to make it so these episodes aren't one after another with me playing the whole time. Instead, I'll release one, I'll put it up there, and then I'll play another one. Because I had noticed that some of my playstyle Ooh, battle axe and 15 arrows. Arrows are nice for currency for sure because of uh, their weight. I believe they're completely weightless, if I can remember. So, do we have all this stuff on? Is this what's being worn? Oh, I guess if it has the symbol, it's being worn. So we have trousers, an undershirt, and a tunic that aren't currently being worn. We are chilly, so we might want to put them on anyway. But this overcoat, I feel like would be really, really good to sell if we wanted some tools. Anyway, what I was saying is I noticed that my last playstyle of just playing and then not really listening to advice because I already had made 8 or 9 episodes, it kind of drew, it kind of made some people go insane, and understandably so. I would do the same if I saw someone making stupid mistakes and I wanted them to change, and I told them to change and how to get better, and it seemed like that they were never taking my advice. That's not the case. I did totally take your guys' advice into account. I had just, I mean, as you can see in this playthrough with the nets and the shelter and stuff, I had just recorded so much, and I don't think that that's a good way to do things. So that shovel isn't a wooden shovel. That's something else to note. It's a real shovel. And we can go ahead and grab the 13 arrows here as well. I think arrows are real good to have. That's a hunting bow. In fact, I'm sure it has a F1. Composite bow usually made of birch, pine, and bone and covered with animal skin. So it doesn't really say too much about it. I don't know if it's better or worse than the other bows, but I can bring up the wiki and look at that up at the end of this episode, which I surely will do. Now we don't want to stray too far, because then the villagers will come after me, which is what happened last time. They still have 3 cows. Because I have 1 cow, I might want to get another one. Whoa, hold on. Male mittens? That would be great for combat. Holy cow. And here we have a bag of salt, battle axe, and a fine broad axe. A battle axe, nice. Do we have anything in here? No. Is it the same as in here? Perhaps. Yes, these are just like houses, quote unquote. Okay, with everything that we have, you have found something to barter about? Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So, let's trade items. I would like to pay my debt. And what items would you like? So, I think we would come to an agreement if you would give me your fine hand axe and fine woolen trousers. Well, let's try like fine woolen trousers and maybe a woolen tunic. What you have for offer is getting promising to get the goods you have. What about also 1 fishing rod? I don't need 2. Still just looking promising. I don't want to get rid of either of these things. Those tools are essential. What about just a linen undershirt? Okay, no. So let's start this trade again. Let's just try the overcoat. Yeah, I'll think again. Because if you're going to take that just straight up, we'll probably want to take more things with us. There's a perfect shovel and a wooden tub of water. Do you think maybe the perfect shovel can be taken for this? Let's try it. I would find that to be a useful trade. So let's trade. Oh, you're a kid. I just saw that. Let's trade items. I'd like to pay my debt, so let's offer some items. Let's just do the fine fur overcoat, which offers pleasantly close. Okay, what else would I need? How about your fine leather boots and woolen tunic? How about just like woolen tunic and linen undershirt? Just a few more items away. Okay, 1 fishing rod. It's unworthy. Okay, I see. What about like the trousers? Yes, but let's think again here. Let's offer some. Let's just do the overcoat and the trousers. Yeah, that works. And with the arrows that I have and the perfect shovel, that might be a good way to go about it, but I do want to squeeze out every cent that I can. With that said, I think it would be advantageous for us to try and do so. With probably something that's not huge, right? Like some meat. We already have enough fish. We don't need to continue to go on that path. But there's probably some swaying that we can do as far as cuts of stag go. I can remember where they have put the stag. I think it's in one of these smaller shelters here. No. I don't want to be searching for these forever. Fish would... Oh, there they are. Okay, cool. I was going to say fish would be okay. So let's actually grab 5 stack cuts. And now let's converse with this guy. Trade items. I would like to pay my debt. And let's offer the overcoat and the trousers. And he likes it. So let's think again. Let's try and grab another 5. And then we'll converse with him again. And we'll trade items. And we'll pay debt. And we'll offer again the overcoat and the trousers. And it works. So let's think about it again. Let's grab 5 more cuts. Got to him. Trade items. Like to pay my debt. Offer items for payment. We'll do the overcoat and the trousers. And he likes it again. So we will grab 5 more and do the same thing. Trade items. Offer items for payment. The overcoat and the trousers. Just a few more items away. Okay, so he doesn't appreciate that. So we will drop these. We'll drop 2. So with that, let's converse again. Trade items. Offer items for payment. We'll do the overcoat and the trousers. And he doesn't like that, so we will drop... You know what, we'll drop 3. I don't want to go throughout this like 100 times. So we'll trade the items because I know that he'll take it. And we'll do the overcoat and the trousers. He likes it, and okay, it's a deal. Perfect. So let's exit now. So now we have some salted stag cuts. I'll take one now. And it's good. It's a plain good salted stag cut. Perfect. And we'll get out of here. On the road again. I just can't wait to be on the road again. Seeing places that I've... Uh-oh. Oh, there's a squirrel. No, I don't care about a squirrel, dog. Don't make that kind of noise when there's a squirrel. I thought you were in trouble. Alright. Where? Squirrel. I don't... Obviously, he didn't hear me the first time. Our boat was right here, I believe. Our punt. There it is. I'm getting good at that. Alright, with that punt, we'll go ahead and drop on the punt actually the nothing. Because I'd rather put the salted stag cuts, if I can, in my shelter, right? Unreal World needs to perform map maintenance now. That will take a few moments. Okay, map maintenance done. Huh? Never had that happen before. That was interesting. Alright, now we're extremely tired and cold. So, should I have sold that overcoat? You know, I think there's a way to suggest that that might not have been the best thing to do. There's that dead cow. Hello, dead cow. Makes me sad every time I pass you, and I'm sorry. And let's go back in here. Let's close the door. And let's go ahead and let's actually drop in here. We can drop our arrows and like the stuff that we've received through trading. So like a perfect shovel. Actually, we can also drop our 3 cords. We don't need to carry those around if we're going to be using them in here the whole time. And we can drop all the stack cuts. That will bring down our penalty for carrying 18.6 pounds to 2%. And let's go ahead and catch some Z's. You wake up shivering from the coldness. I'm inside a shelter, but it doesn't have a fire. Let's see. let's wear some stuff. We're going to wear the tunic and the undershirt. And now we're wearing both of those things. We're going to go ahead and get up. And we're going to grab a few things to make a fire. So let's grab, honestly, let's just grab 9 branches. I think that will be enough. And we'll go ahead and drop the 9 branches. And we're going to move the 9 branches. You start hauling. Oh, we're done hauling. How do I push? Is it P? Yeah, that's right. Okay, 9 branches. And we'll start a fire here. Fireplace needs to be filled with more firewood. Oh, you clever, clever game. You knew exactly what I was trying to do, didn't you? Okay, well, let's go ahead and get 1 tree trunk. Come over here. Drop said tree trunk. And push said tree trunk into the fire. And start a fire. Alright, now we go zzz. We are lively, but we are sweating a lot. Something wakes you up. I think you saw something move in the distance. Well, seeing as though you're in a shelter, I don't think you saw anything move. Well, let's take a look. I don't see or hear anything. So with that said, close the door, catch some more Z's. So you're getting hungry and you are thirsty, but we're vigorous. So let's get, we'll get 3 salted stag cuts, why not? And we'll eat 1 of them. Nom nom nom. Oh, we still, oh, they're not very big. Okay. Alright, and we'll quaff. Yes. Delicious water. And delicious stag cuts. And with you guys seeing what I've done in the game so far, you've seen my shelter and all that kind of stuff, I think this is a good time to end this particular playthrough, put it up on YouTube, see what you guys think. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Apologize for that yawn. If you liked it, please click the like button, helps it a great deal. If you want to see more, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.